today we're going to be learning about how to put equations into slope-intercept form and point-slope form. These are the steps. First, you have to find your m, which we did last lesson. Choose one of the sets of coordinate points to substitute into your yx equals yx plus b. Substitute the slope you found into the formula. Solve for b. Solve until b is alone. Place your m and b into your y equals mx plus b when you found both values. Next. So this is the first example I'll be doing. So here we have two coordinate points. This is our x1, this is our y1, our x2, and our y2. First, we have to put it into, we have to find our slope. So how we do that is we have m equals to y2 minus y1. So our y2 is 12, and minus y1 is our 4. All over our x2, which is negative 8, take away our x1, which is 2. So 12 take away 4 would equal to 8, and our negative 8 take away 2, which is pretty much negative 8 plus negative 2, would be negative 10. You can simplify this by dividing 2 as their common multiples, and you get 4 minus 5, and that's your simplest slope. So we're going to use this. And now we have to find our y-intercept, our b value. So I'm just going to write m equals 4 negative 5. And I'm going to erase everything here. Now to find our y-intercept, we're going to choose one of these points. I'm going to choose this first one because it's smaller numbers than our second. And I just think it's easier, it's my preference. So we're going to put it into y equals mx plus b. We have our m, and our y here is our 4. So it will replace y. And our m, we're going to put our m, our slope. Then our x, which is a 2, which we will put into parentheses. And now we multiply our fraction with our x, which will equal to negative 1.6. And we will add our negative 1.6 to both sides to get b alone. Oops, sorry. This will equal to 5.6. Yeah, so this is our b value. If some questions ask you to round up, you can. I'm just going to because it'll make it easier. So our b can be 6, or we can just leave it as 5.6, or we can turn it into a fraction. So our final equation with our m and our b would be negative 4 over, negative 4 over our slope with x and then plus 6. This is our final equation. And now I'll be doing another example. First, again, we have to find our slope with our formula to find slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 5 take away 9 over 13 take away negative 10. So 5 take away 9 will equal to negative 4. And 13. Take away negative 10 is 23. You can't simplify it, so this will just be our slope. Yeah. And now we have to find our y-intercept. And we're going to take one of these coordinate points, and I'm going to erase this part again. Now so we're going to find our y-intercept now with y equals mx plus b. I'm going to choose this coordinate point. So our y in this coordinate point is 5. And our m is this. And then our x value is 13 plus b. So we first have to combine this. Negative 4 over 23 times 13 will give us, I'm just going to turn this into a improper fraction by multiplying 2 and 23 and then adding 6. Wait. Did something wrong, hold up. It was negative. I'm just going to actually put it into a decimal because it's easier to read that way. I'm just, yeah. And you're actually going to, if you're going to turn in decimals, there's going to be like repeating other numbers. So I just rounded up. Yeah. And now we're just going to add to get rid of this to get b alone. And that will be 7.26. And you can round it if you like. It's going to round to 7. Because 6 can round up to 2, which will equal to 7.3. This is not a 5, so you can just cancel this up and it'll be 7. So our ending equation will be y equals negative 423 x plus 7. If they don't ask you to round, don't round. If they do, you can. Yeah. And now this is your turn. Pause the video to do these few problems. And now we are going to move on to point slope form.
Okay, now that you know how to find your slope and you know the y equals mx plus b formula, so you substitute the slope you found into the formula and solve until b is alone. That's how you find what b is. That is what Caitlin taught in the previous slide. So now you want to replace them into this formula, y1 minus y equals m parentheses x1 minus x close parentheses. So here I will demonstrate. Okay, so first you want to find the slope. So m equals rise over run. All right, so first you will label them x1, y1, x2, y2, We're going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 2 minus negative 10 over 3 minus 2 equals, so this would be addition, so it'll be positive 8. 3 minus 2 is 1, so your slope is equal to 8. But then you want to find out the b from y equals mx plus b formula. So now you already found the m value. You could just use either or coordinates. I'm going to use the first one. Negative 10 for the y equals 8 for the m. And then for x, it'll be 2. And then plus b. So negative 10 equals 16 plus b. Minus 16 on both sides, which gives you negative 26. So b equals negative 26. Now, using this, I'm going to erase everything. So using this, you know your values. Oh, okay, I'll just write them here. No. Okay, so what you want to do is use y minus y1 equals x minus x1. So we would take an either or. I'm just going to do the first one again because y1. So y minus, I think I'm gonna just clear everything so it's easier to see. Okay, so y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So I'm going to use the first coordinate, y minus negative 10 equals, for m we got 8 previously, positive 8, x minus x1 would be 2 in this case. So you would just put it as it is, so y plus 10 equals 8x, sorry, let me make this, negative 16. You would move the 10 over by subtracting 10. You would get y equals 8x minus 26. Then you would substitute you would substitute to find the x equals to. So here we go. Just give me a fun place to write the show. Oh, I'm sorry, we're missing a place. Yeah, we're missing a section. It should be x equals to a number. For this, we'll just put 24. I don't know why it's missing, but so we do y equals 6, because that was, 8, because that was our m value, our slope. And we'll just put 24. And then we'll take this minus 26, because it's our b for this section. So y equals 8 times 24 is 192 minus 26. So our y would be 166. So yeah, they already give you the x, sorry. So they already give you the x. Okay, we're gonna do another example. So we're gonna find the slope. So this would be x1, y1, x2, y2, m equals rise over run. So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So negative 4 minus 10 over negative 7 minus 8. So this would be negative 14 over negative 15. Cancel the negatives out. You get 14 over 15 as your m, which is your slope. Let's put that here. Clear this out. So 14 over 15 is our slope. We're gonna do what we did last time. Y minus y1 equals 2m parentheses x minus x1. So we'll just plug it in y. Our y1 is 10. Our m is 14 over 15. Our x1 is 8. So we would first distribute the 14 over 15 to x. That gives you 14 over 15x. Then you would multiply it to negative 8. That gives you 112 over 15. Add 10 on both sides. That gives you 262 over 15. So that's your y value. We'll keep that over here. Let's box that. Over here, they should give you x value here, so we'll just plug in 10. So we'll substitute it into the original equation we got. So y equals 14 over 15, because that's our slope. Our x will be 10. And then we'll have our y value, which was over here, plus 262 over 15. And we'll just solve it to find oh no, sorry, over here I forgot to add the 14 over 15x. Sorry, this is the equation we'll be using. So yeah, we just plugged in the x, which was 10, to find our y value. So 14 over 15 times 10, 28 over 3, plus 262 over 15. That gives you y equals 134 over 5. So your x value will be 10, and then your y value will be 134 over 5. You can pause the video and practice this on your own. We'll be posting answer keys if you guys need it. You can also email us if you have any questions. So what we learned today is how to do the point slope form and how to find y equals mx plus b form, which is just slope intercept form. So yeah, that's it for today. That's the end of the lesson.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.